Hey, everybody.
Live.
Yep, here's Lena, and happy full moon. Happy strawberry full moon in Capricorn.
Oh, wow.
Yay!
Wow.
And the summer solstice was yesterday, so there's all kinds of stuff happening.
Yeah.
And you're back from your world travels.
Yes, I am back. I'm still adjusting because I was walking around in thongs and t-shirts for a month, and now I'm back in my sort of deep winter gear.
Okay, and so are you back to doing readings then?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've just started again. July has more or less gone. So if you want to contact me for a general read or a past life read, email me and we can make a plan for August.
And someone earlier in the chat was asking what your email is. So can you tell them again? And then I'll put
Yeah, if you've got a pen. So it's my name with a dot in the middle. So it's lena.rodriguez.tarot@gmail.com.
There you go.
There you go.
And I have readings available, not next week. I think I still have one spot open for Saturday, but the week after. And then I'm doing my first membership class Monday, the 24th, on enlightenment, what it means to you, and steps to achieve it. All right, so that's going to be just loads of fun. I'm really looking forward to that. And you can schedule a reading with me at thewayofpositivechange.com. All right. Are you ready for the first question?
Before we start, a shout out to Alan, who's in Sydney, Australia. Hi, Alan.
Hi,
oi,
Alan.
oi, oi.
What does oi, oi, oi mean?
Oh, it's deep Australian sporting code. He will know what it means.
Okay. All right. I was just curious. So yeah, you become members when you hit join, the join button on any YouTuber's page, homepage. Someone was asking, how do we become a member? All right. So the first question I would like us to read on is for the second day in a row, Supreme Court Justice Samuel Alito has been MIA while their decisions have been read for the public. So did he go on vacation early? Is he not feeling well? Is he facing a problem because of his past exploits and the recording that came out? Can we take a look to see what he did? Where is he?
Yeah. Where is Alito?
He could be putting up a new flag.
He could be very busy running up and down those flagpoles. Okay, what's happening with Alito?
Oh, good. Patricia Franzino's posting the questions. Blessings. Where is he? Samuel Alito.
All right, I can kick off if you like, Laurie.
Okay, but before you do, Alan says, oi, 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 Lena.
Thank you.
Okay, yeah, sure. Share with us.
Okay, well, here he is, King of Swords in, the top of the legal food chain, right? He's a bit confused at the moment because he's been so under attack. See, these guys have got away with so much without anyone doing or saying anything about them, and suddenly he does feel he's under attack. But then he gets two major arcanas, the High Priestess, deep mysteries and secrets, but I think he's trying to, with the Hangman, stay out of the limelight so he doesn't get direct attacks. In other words, he's trying to keep a lower profile while he does his devious deeds. He was part of the awful voting. So what if he's not there for the reading? But this is strategic, I think, of trying not to rock the boat any further. What has he got to hide becomes the real question. Yeah. There's more dirt there.
So you get that he's laying low. Now, I have the High Priestess as well. I
Love that.
do. And it's crossed by, in the Celtic cross, it's crossed by the 10. So he's overloaded and on tilt.
Yeah. He's not a happy camper.
No, and he thought, I get that there's some sort of chaos coming up here, and it has to do with a money deal. So I'm also getting, and I got your 7 of Cups as well. I'm also getting that there's more, but look, there's more.
Look at that.
Look, there's more.
We got 3 cards the same. I only pulled 5 cards.
Yes.
I love that.
Yep. So I second your interpretation and intuition that he is trying to lay low. I don't think he is good. There's more.
Yeah.
There's something else coming up. I mean, he's just gonna. I feel like he is in a game of whack-a-mole.
Yes. And I think with this hangman too, this is only stopping the shine of the light for now, you know.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't expect him to be that bad. I thought maybe, maybe he took off early or something, but his outcome card is not good.
No.
It isn't good. So, wow. Okay. Let's ask a fun question while we're waiting for some more. Well, that one was fun. We'll ask a fun question while we're waiting for a few more people to join us. I want to know about Taylor Swift.
Ah, yes.
And her Swifties. She had that on the opening day of voter registration. She got 35,000 girls or Swifties to register to vote. After her Eros tour, she's in London right now. But after her Eros tour is over, will she publicly endorse President Biden and become more politically involved? There's a rumor that she's going to do a concert with Bruce Springsteen for fundraising. So I'd like to know what you get for that.
Okay, let's have a look.
Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift. Let's have a look. Will she support Biden more openly? Sure. Well, interesting cards. She has the strength card, and she is one strong young woman in all sorts of ways. Got to hand it to her. Then Biden turns up, my King of Cups card. Wow. Followed by, with this 9 of Cups, which is hopes and wishes fulfilled and stuff in relation to Biden. I think she is going to do something publicly with these cards. Could be the Springsteen concert. But she'll pay a terrible price. Look, she gets the 10 of Swords and the 7 of Swords. But that will not be a surprise for her. She knows if she puts her head over the parapet, she becomes a target for all the mad, bad, and uglies. So I drew another card for those learning tarot. Never leave a spread on a negative card, for a good person. It's fine if you're reading for, these hideous people, but when it's someone decent. And I pulled one more card. So after this pressure, real pressure, she gets this wonderful Swords card with this Knight of Swords. It's my Greta Thunberg card. It's my card of young people standing up. The birds are social media. Swords are communication. So in other words, she's going to do the thing, get great momentum. She's going to get slammed from the far right and their mother-in-law, but she's going to emerge and go, Well, if you're going to do all that, I'm going to go harder.
Nice.
Fearless.
Okay. Yeah, but I don't. There's someone. This is probably her manager, or her what do you call that? Her agent.
Yeah,
Is telling her, please don't do this now. Please don't do it now.
I know. I
So,
know.
and I feel like after it's over, that she will. I think there's something else going on with her relationship during that time too. But I'm feeling in October, and maybe even because Scorpio starts at the end of October, so we got Libra and Scorpio cards here. So
Mm.
it's probably going to be a push of something that happens during that time.
And that's why I think the Springsteen concert, or another thing where she's part of people saying something. I don't think she's going to stick her head up over the parapet on her own in this time. She needs that buffer
Yeah,
of being part of a bigger movement.
yeah, I like it. And that may explain this too. She gets an offer, but she's like, maybe I don't want to be the sole. I'm not going to be the front person for this. Maybe
Yeah, that would make
Which-
sense.
more subtle,
Yeah, yeah.
but there. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Now, let's see. I want to get rid of that question. Oh, there we go. Okay. So, artist asks, there's been 50 lawmakers that have signed onto a resolution calling for Marjorie Taylor Greene's expulsion. Will she be expelled? This is like the George Santos thing.
Look, will she be expelled? Oh, MTG.
Will MTG be expelled?
Will she be expelled? Well, this is a mixed bag, I have to say. Well, what I'd lead off with, I'd say probably, is not yet. The machinations have to go through. But look, she gets the devil card and the nostalgia or children card. In other words, she doesn't cut it with young people. It's like the opposite of what we were talking about. But with the devil card here, it's saying to me that the party knows she's poison, not just she's a loudmouth, not just that she's mad as a meat axe, not just any one thing. They know she's trouble. But the victory card, so is it her victory of staying alive in the party, or is it after the election and the victory for the Dems she goes? I'll just draw a clarifier on that quickly, because that puzzled me after the devil card. Okay, they don't know what to do with her. She wouldn't be that easy to move. And with this Knight of Swords, there's nothing stops her. You'd actually have to put her in a brick box. She just gets wilder, So my answer to the question is not yet.
Okay. I get that we don't quite get our wish quite yet
No.
either. But she is going to pull another one, and it will evoke emotions from people. It's going to be nasty. I don't think members of Congress appreciated the nudie pictures. I don't think they appreciated that. There is one man and that one big donor or somebody that's watching over her and trying to help her, but she's going to become even more unbalanced. And I think they're not, like you said, not quite yet, but we're getting there. That's my outcome card.
I think after they lose the election, in the bloodbath that will follow, she would be high on the list.
Yep. I think you call this the out in the cold, right?
Yeah.
Yes. So I think they will vote her. Something will be called into a vote, and and they think they look at her like she's, not balanced. She's not okay. All right. So that will be a worldwide party.
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay, so let's go into this big one. Putin is reportedly, they're investigating his desire to launch a space nuclear satellite that can take out other countries, that can disable other countries' satellites, which would be a calamity, would be a disaster. And this House Intelligence Committee Chairman Mike Turner is demanding that the Biden administration disclose all of their information and what they know, because he feels that they're dragging their feet in protecting us. And the Security Council leader, John Kirby, said this is just ridiculous. This is unfounded, that they're doing everything they need to do. So my question is, why is Mike Turner doing this? Is he really fearful of Putin? He supports Trump, therefore he supports Putin. But why is the chairman, the intelligence chairman, Mike Turner, why is he bringing this up? This is the second time that he's gone around Congress and just gone to the media and made this announcement. So why is he's just skipping channels? Why is he doing this?
Okay. Well, I think he's a bit torn. Excuse me. I think his primary goal is how to damage Biden. Just this is an issue that's in his purview, so he can keep, hammering this. Just, Biden's bad, and this happens to be the issue, that he's hammering him on. But part of him is a little bit scared. How old is he? Sorry, roughly. He's not that old.
He isn't very old.
Yeah, because my energy from this is, how we in Australia, you in the US, we were brought up that Russia's the bad guy and stuff. It's sort of this residual fear and misunderstanding of Russia on many levels, So he's quite emotional about this issue and conflicted. Other people are encouraging him with this Three of Pentacles. They're saying, go on, Mike, you can do this. But they actually don't know what they're doing, right? And he's perhaps listening to the wrong people, because to ask the Dems to expose more is by definition exposing the country more. They're contradictory aims, right? And again, here we have the High Priestess. It's like he's running on a weird sort of emotional adrenaline on this issue. He's personally invested, even though other people in the party think he's just, doing their bidding. He's not. And so I think this could be a mature woman in his world, maybe his mother or grandmother or someone who's sort of influencing him weirdly. You know, we know this is always secret agendas with these people, but with these emotional cards too, this is a knotty one. You know, it's very gnarly. His energy is very gnarly.
Yes. Wow. Several people in the chat said that he's 64.
Okay.
I thought he might be a
That
little
makes him old enough to have a father or a grandfather who were Cold War warriors, you know. So
Yeah.
what he's being asked to do and what he believes are different things.
I think that he has supported some of the far right cause, but when it comes to this, I don't think he feels the same way as the
Yeah.
far right. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think his ethic, it actually bothers him. This actually bothers him.
Yeah. I'm amazed. You can read on a lot of these people and not come up against a conscience.
Right. But I actually do think, but then he wants to help, but he does other dubious things, you know? So he isn't Lily White. He's got half of this and half a dozen of this and half a dozen of that. So, but this does bother him. He heard something that actually bothered him. And he
Yeah.
may have split with other GOP members
Yeah.
to make this. Okay. So I don't know
Yeah.
why he wouldn't go straight to, he's going to get flack.
Mm.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I forgot you got that one. Okay. So that was House Intelligence Committee Chairman Mike Turner.
While we're speaking of the age,
Mm-hmm.
Trillium Tarot in the comments says, can you believe that Alex Jones is only 50? Rough living is a bit. Is that true, Trillium? Is he only 50? To do so many nasty things by the age of 50.
Wow.
So he was only in his late 30s when Sandy Hook happened and all of that.
I thought he was older than that.
Can we just check on that? That's staggering.
What do you want to
Not
look
that we
at?
spend any-
His future?
Oh, no, it's okay. We'll do it.
Okay. All right, because he's going to hell. Okay, speaking of going to hell, Judge Aileen Cannon.
Oh,
What is going to happen? What is going to happen with her? Now we find out there were two federal judges, one that was appointed by Bush, and to ask her to step aside and to give it to a judge in Miami or keep it where they actually have a SCIF, so they didn't have to take taxpayer money to build a new secure building for the documents. What's going to happen? Is she staying? Is she going? Is someone taking her off? What's happening?
Let's have a look.
What is the future for Judge Aileen?
Something's got to give in this case. It's outrageous. Aileen Cannon.
She's staying or going? I feel like somebody needs like in the Wizard of Oz where they just throw the bucket of water and she melts, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
I just envision, can't you just throw a bucket of water off the Wicked Witch? Oh, she's over her head. She's over her head.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. Well, I think they're working hard behind the scenes. The good guys, we tend to think, what are they doing, sitting on their hands? But like you say, two judges have approached her and said, love, I said, pet, I said, doll, time to move. Right? So this is them conferring behind the scenes, trying to reach some sort of compromise with her, evaluating her performance. And so Queen of Pentacles Yeah, you got that one too. They're looking at her performance. This is an older, saner person. Could be another female judge at a high level. I think they're looking at some way to say to her, look, you've blown this over and over. If you step aside now, you could keep the rest of your career or something, right? So someone has come in with money, like talking to her, do you want this gig for the rest of your natural life? If so, go now. I don't think she'll go willingly with the Fool here, but the other side of the Fool is a brand new beginning with movement. So I'm hoping, even if she doesn't choose to do it, I think they've done this out of diplomatic politeness, made the offer to her, and I'm hoping they're going to give it a push. But I'm not seeing Wan's cards, unfortunately, for that, but I'm hoping. What did you get, Laurie?
I don't think they have whatever they need completely. I don't think it's to oust her yet.
Mm.
Not quite. There's something else. There's another shoe needs to drop. There's another paper.
Mm.
There's another movement or some paper filed, something that's filed, something that she does, something else that's inadequate. And then I do see her as the hangman. So she could be really stepping in a trap and going upside down. So I do feel like there's a pause, like you said, with the Seven of Pentacles. And then I think something changes quickly and she either ghosts the whole thing or they outsmart her. And they take away. So one way or another, I think she's leaving.
Yes, let's all get on our knees for that, you know.
After a pause.
And as I understand it, it needs Jack Smith to make that official final complaint. Okay. It's interesting that he's held off because obviously he doesn't want to go prematurely and blow it, but enough now, enough. This is going into a second election after the insurrection, nothing happening, all this stuff. It's disgraceful on behalf of the American legal system to allow it to drag on this long.
I want to look one more thing. Will she take herself out? Will she take herself out?
Will she take?
Will Judge Aileen Cannon remove herself?
It's a good question. Will she remove herself?
Only because I had the hangman.
Yeah.
Will she remove herself?
I just pulled two cards and I don't think so. I think there's a strategy in the works. Here's the Hierophant, government law and order coming in. So I think they've given her the warning. She could step sideways now. Trump would not be happy. GOP would not be happy, but she could reinvent herself on the other side as an inadequate, selfish, corrupt judge. She's not totally alone in that sphere, but I don't think she'll do it herself.
Okay. Yeah, she wants to be the star. She does want to be the star, but there is going to be it's like there's a little pause and then something happens suddenly. When this happens, it happens very quick, and I'm hoping that it's just going to there's a huge commotion here.
Yeah. Okay. And of course, the other side are going to go weaponizing the judiciary and all of that. They're going to say that anyway, and no matter what the Dems do. So you may as well earn it by getting rid of an inadequate and corrupt judge. Hello?
Yes.
Earn the banishment,
Yes. Okay. From one freak to another. Lauren Boebert.
Oh, my God. It's so early in the morning here, and if you think about Lauren Boebert.
You might need to get a Bloody Mary for that one. Or a mimosa or something over there.
No,
Okay.
Bloody Mary was right.
Okay. So she changed districts to go after Ken Buck's seat, who is retiring because he can't handle it anymore. Polls have it that she's actually, the other people she's running against have either all been arrested for something or broke the law in one way or another. But the polls show her ahead by a few points. Is she going to successfully win re-election in this district? And
So is this for the GOP nomination in this district? Or is it the election we're talking about?
Let's go for the GOP. Yeah, because she has to beat out the other Republicans that are vying for it. Right. Okay. I had to think for a second.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Will she win the GOP nomination for that?
Lauren Boebert in the GOP.
Lauren Boebert in the
primary, right?
Yeah.
Ooh. 3 of Swords popped out. So there's people trying to, there's them's fighting words right there.
I can go if you like.
Yes, please.
Well, I think she might.
Oh,
I think she'll win this, but you know, it's almost like she's the last horse standing before the racing bell goes off, you know. So she will win this position, but then lose in the general election, the bigger card. So I'd say yes for this.
Okay. I'm also getting that she's going to move ahead somehow. But because that 3 of Swords popped out, I don't think I think someone else gets it.
Okay.
Okay. She may take this part. She may represent.
That's what I think too.
But then in the end, I
don't
think she gets the seat. I don't think she gets
not going to cut it.
Okay. Woohoo! Okay, another celebration for that. Now, and on to another devil dog, Steve Bannon. He's lost every appeal, so he's gone to the Supreme Court, and they're asking for papers. They're actually asking for papers, and they added another date for decision making, the date of June 26th. In this session. Do we want to ask if he will successfully avoid jail? Will he escape?
We can, yeah. Will he escape?
Will Steve Bannon escape?
Do you want to do a 1 card on Steve Bannon? Will he escape? Well,
I'm going to look at it. I want to know if he's going to go down. This is ridiculous.
Yeah, it's
how
totally
do you just go to, how does just a regular, he's not even in any kind of, how does he get away with this? Like, how do you just petition the Supreme Court?
Exactly. He was asked to, submit himself and this stuff for the Congress, refused to do it over and over. Where's his defense?
And then why does he... What happened? What's going to happen to Jim Jordan?
Totally.
He ignored it.
Yeah. Yeah. Peter Navarro's in there. So that's 1 out of those
guys. He's in the clink. Yeah.
And Kelly Keith says, good Lord, we need Supreme Court justice reform. Democracies cannot function without a genuinely independent Supreme Court. And we're seeing why. You know?
I feel like they're going to put some air in his sails. They may let him appeal.
Yeah.
They may say you don't have to go. Somebody's trying to pull a fast one for him. Someone's trying to help him.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot of money in these cards. Terrible lot of money. So someone's paying his legal bills. Excuse me, who's paying Steve Bannon's legal bills? Don't know, but someone is. He's becoming a burden to them, though. You know, he was the ultimate tough guy's tough guy, you know, in the early incarnation of all this stuff. Now he's become a blatant burden and he's costing them money. And for what? Like, he's not even really in the inner circle anymore. He was hugely influential in those early days. In fact, I'd go as far as to say Trump would not have gone down the escalator without Manafort's strategy and Bannon's push. They were big players.
Right.
But the dynamic has changed. But my outcome card, I'm pleased to report, the cutting through the BS. So I think stall, false hope for him, more delay, rada. And then suddenly, I think it will be quite sudden, they'll go, no, sorry, Steve, you have to report next Monday at 9.
Oh boy.
I'm hoping.
Okay, man. Oh, I hope you're right, because that was really something when I got the magician and the Ace of Wands.
Yeah. And
Wow.
I don't blame you for that interpretation, and I don't rule it out either. I think the fact he's getting all these extra delays is the magic. You know what I mean? Like, he is getting, as you said, air in the sails that he doesn't deserve. So let's hope there's an end to that.
Good grief. All right, I have a question. Thank you. I have a question from Olinda Lee, and I thought this was really good, because this is what's that far right lady that keeps trying to run against Macron?
Marine Le Pen.
Yes, Le Pen, Le Pew. Le Pew. Olinda Lee asked, with so many countries going towards the right, what happens to democracy worldwide?
Big question.
It is a big question.
Hi, Celtic Sheila's here.
Yes,
thanks for dropping in, honey. So we're looking at basically the swing to the right everywhere.
Yes. So what happens to our democracy stay alive?
Big question. The future of democracy. Oh, wow. I did not expect these cards.
Well, please share with us.
Okay, because the cards are good, I think I have to preface it. Now, we all say as tarot readers, timelines with tarot are really dodgy, right? So I'm expecting in the next 3 years, 15 years even, you know, this stuff to still be surging and destructive and filthy and causing distrust. And my cards, I think, have leapt to the future, because they're too good for right now. So these cards, guys who are watching, allow a 10 to 20 year framework. Okay. That's how I feel. I feel very strongly about this spread.
10 to 20. Okay.
Yeah. In fact, I'd say 15 to 20. So not the next 5 minutes. We've all got to actually play our part in democracy, which means the people to do it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but here we go. We've got the Four of Wands, the wedding cards, solid connections and all that stuff, and the world, right? People getting on as opposed to hating each other because you're a different color, different gender, different something, right? So big stuff. But before this happens, we really have to do some navel gazing and mature, because everyone's ping-ponging in this emotional shallow space. Someone said that. I react to that. Ping pong. we have to do some serious soul searching as earth beings, right? We have to shift our values to incorporate security. Pentacles are about security and nourishing things, not just about money. So, and it's also very green, having to think in terms of the green economy. Knight of Cups, we have to be compassionate. Compassion is much harder to sustain than hate, but ultimately it's much stronger than hate. It should be encouraged in every living baby. Compassion, compassion. How does someone else feel? How would I feel in their shoes? If you do that, you find you actually change your perception on everything. And here we've got celebration, Laurie. These were the last cards I would have expected. So I can only interpret it as the long term. This is what we should be working towards. What did you get, hon?
I got the Three of Cups too.
Oh, no.
Woohoo!
I bet you were surprised too.
I was, yes. But there have been fools for greed. There have
Yeah.
been, and
Yeah.
that's steering it. And we feel we're in the 8th place in the Celtic Cross, and we feel that it's maybe it's lost, and we long for days where things were more clear. But after adversity comes victory, and we get some help from our friends.
Wow. Interesting that we both got that.
Yep.
Wow. And I think it's important for viewers and all of us to remind ourselves too, voting turnout is important. So these countries that are going to the right are going to the right because of depressed voter turnout of those who used to be left and middle. So it's this artificial sense, oh, they're the majority. No, the right is organised in terms of voting. That's why they're getting this result everywhere.
Yes.
But they have no policies. It's the politics of hate and suspicion, So there's no actual policy for building a bridge or keeping a hospital open. So the pendulum will swing back. But I feel strongly we can't always leave it to other people. We've got to do our little bit.
Yeah. Wow. And there's that what's that one? Is it in Alberta? The lady who has been hosting Tucker Carlson and all these crazy people, and she's she's scary. And they gotta wake up there too. They gotta get that bad lady out of there.
Yeah.
They said Macron's numbers were down, but it's gonna take, they're gonna have to get more organized. They have to get more people out to vote.
Yeah.
All right. So I would like to know, how is Trump feeling about the debate? Does he in his mind, where you said, he probably has the brain the size of an amoeba.
Yeah.
Does he think he's going to go?
Yeah, let's look at that.
Does he think he's going to go?
Does he think he's going? What night is it? The 24th?
I think it's the 27th.
27th.
I think so.
Does he think he's going?
Does he think he's going? Can he talk himself into it? Oh my gosh. I guess he's been with Rubio and JD Vance.
Oh, yeah. The VP is really important in this case. Oh, Jesus. I'm too scared to even read on the VP. Now, where were we? Trump?
Well, they said he is with Rubio and JD Vance going over procedures and policy, but not practicing the debate.
Well, that'd be right, because he has no discipline.
And that Doug Burgum or whatever from North Dakota, he hasn't been there helping him, but they're saying it's between Burgum and JD Vance.
Mm. Oh, this is interesting.
What do you have? How's he feeling?
Well, the Gemini, okay? So if you ask him in the morning, he thinks this is an opportunity for him to expand his exposure, and he'll be great because he believes that in his own head, that he'll be able, with the Lover's card, to sway the viewers. Thank God there isn't an audience. Thank God CNN have done something right. But he's convinced, right? You know, he'll double his voters because he's so captivating and scintillating. Ask him at sunset, look at these.
Ooh.
He's terrified of losing this debate.
Yeah.
So for me, the answer is both those things. You know, when he's up, yeah, I want to smash Biden. I want to do this, I want to do that. And then there's the little boy who wasn't that good in school going, oh. And that's not good for anyone's headspace when they're so torn. Look at these. They couldn't be more different.
He really is torn. He has a wish. He has a wish that I wish upon a star that I could go, but he is not feeling. He's thinking about, how can I get out of this?
Get
I
out
don't
of
want
it.
to go.
Yeah.
What if I get confused?
Yes.
I'm entitled not to go. I'm just going to spin some secrets and say,
Totally.
I'm not going to go. So let's just do one more quick spread and see, will he show up?
Yeah, will he show up?
Will he show up?
And this is an interesting and challenging question, because I don't think anyone will know till half an hour before.
Very clearly, he doesn't know.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
It'll be, just as they're going in the green room. No, I don't have to do this. Blah, 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 blah. It's like that. So let's have a quick look.
I'm thinking he thinks he's going to go. I'm thinking.
Yeah, I think if you ask him right now, he's going to go and he's going to
just
slay
like you
it.
said. Yep, right
He's
now.
so good at debate.
He won't walk around Biden the way he did Hillary Clinton.
No. The rules of the debate are very clever and don't work for him. Being able to switch the mics off, no audience. That's the main thing. Audiences are oxygen for him. And as long as there's 10 maggers in the back of the room, but on his own, these cards, whoa, I get magician. I get the devil. And I get the 10 of swords. Will he show up? I wouldn't put any money on it. These are whoosh. Because the magician takes its tone from surrounding cards, and you've got the magician next door to the devil.
Okay.
It could be I'll save that comment till you finish. What did you get?
Okay. Well, I think that he's going to continue to spread more lies about Biden. It's just like he's just trying to put everything on Biden. He's actively working on how to shed light, that making up something, that Biden's doing this, and this. Yeah. And I don't have to go.
Yes.
I don't have to go.
And you can't make me.
Right now, he's getting prepped, and I think I'm getting the same thing. Like right now, he feels like he will do it, but he is laying the groundwork, and someone's going to help him and making an excuse why he doesn't have to go. But I'm not ruling it out. I still think that there's his ego could get in the way so big.
Yeah.
That he may go.
Exactly. It's so hard to call. It's not that we're avoiding the issue, but the energy is just so complicated around him.
Even in his own head.
Even in his own head, or especially in his own head. And the smart thing for Biden to do is to say, every time there's a microphone in front of him, I bet he doesn't even turn up. He's too cowardly to turn up. Let's see if he turns up. He needs to get on the front foot and plant the seed and be the one who got it right.
Yeah, that would
So
do it.
either Trump turns up, that's fine, let's debate. But if he doesn't, Biden needs to have preempted that.
Because he wouldn't, his ego wouldn't take being called a coward.
Yeah,
He wouldn't be
exactly.
able to do that.
Goad him into going. But that's the problem with the ego with Trump, is someone else could get out of any sort of thing, including his big court cases, with a health issue, but he can't show weakness. So he can't go down the health line.
Mm-mm.
That route is cut off for him.
Wow. Yeah. Can't make that sick call.
Yeah. Because
Oh,
he's
right.
invincible.
Yeah. So he doesn't have. Yeah, you're right. That route has been cut off.
Yeah.
All right. Well, gosh, can you believe an hour
Wow.
has come around already? Do you have another question that you would like to ask? My only remaining question is about Matt Gaetz, because the House Ethics Committee has reopened and expanded the investigation into.
Yeah, I read on him yesterday.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah. And so my conclusion is they must really hate him because Republicans are pushing this stuff. So something will happen. So what about if someone asks us the question and the first question we see?
Okay, that's a good idea. All right, you guys, we're opening it up to you. Hey, there's Joe Schmo. Long time no see. Celtic Sheila's in the house. Rose Blue. Anyone have a question real quick? DOJ is not cooperating with the House ethics. Can we ask, do you want to ask that, if DOJ will cooperate with the House Ethics Committee?
Why? I don't understand why.
Well, and the DOJ said, we're not going to charge Matt Gaetz. So it was dismissed. And then the House Ethics Committee, after McCarthy, Speaker McCarthy had to leave, and then they opened it again. So okay, so we can ask that, or there's a couple questions about Epstein files.
Oops.
Which one would you like?
Let's go the Epstein files.
All right, let's do it. Hey, Suburban Housewife, thank you.
So basically, I guess, are we asking, is there going to be any blowback on Trump, or is there any more mileage in the Epstein files? Yeah.
Yeah. Are we going to get the names? Are we going to get anything out of it? Epstein files. Are we going to get any more mileage out of it?
I wonder. Well, I'm not getting anything Trumpy here, in as much that might mean he's not mentioned, or it might mean that everyone knows he's a sleaze, so there's nothing new. But I think I've got the Magician card here alongside the 10 of Cups. So the 10 of Cups is my Republican card. There might be a high-level Republican who's been keeping his cards close to his chest and praying these files aren't released, and emotion flowing over. I think it's going to be one of those moral majority type characters, that wants to be in everyone's bedroom. I think that's more going to be the scandal of Epstein.
Okay. I get there's going to be a change of status or some other information coming from, is it Ghislaine?
Yeah, it's hard to pronounce, right?
Maxwell, but I'm also getting that there will be another female that comes forward with information very soon. So,
Oh, goody. And someone says here, Lisa Dobell, hi, it would be hilarious if Thomas and Alito came up in the Epstein files.
oh man.
Oh, bliss.
Woo, Lisa, that's a
Oh,
good
bliss.
one.
That would be the absolute best,
It
wouldn't it?
would
I
be
think
the
that's better
cherry
than
on
Trump.
top. It would be the sprinkles and the cherry right there.
It's so sprinkled.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, that's
Boy,
hilarious.
would that, yeah.
Love that.
Wow. That is amazing. That would be, I mean, that's sprinkles and cherries. Yes.
And if you're Australian, pineapple slices on top.
Okay. Wow. Yeah. Pineapple slices. All right. Shall we? You know, everyone's tense. There's so much going on. The astrological lineup is doo-doo. Even Pam Gregory, who's always so positive,
Yeah.
said, keep yourself entertained. Don't watch all the news. You know, go outside, lift yourself up, focus on gratitude. Let's do a reading for the collective in
Yes.
the chat for what our guides and angels want us to know or focus on this weekend.
Good. Good. What do we need to know and focus on?
Oh, and I forgot to announce I'll be live with my brother right here.
Oh, wow.
He's resting today. We went downtown, so he's just resting. Sunday. He'll be live with me Sunday.
Fabulous.
All right. Okay.
Sorry, I've blanked. What are we doing? The collective, of course. Okay.
What do our angels, what do we all need to know spiritually? Yeah. Focus on, that's good, Patricia. What do all of us need to know and focus on spiritually?
Yeah. What do we need to know? And Patricia, thanks for doing that work in the chat.
Yes, she's amazing.
What do we need to know? Oh, I love that.
Thank you, Sheila. What did you get?
Well, it's crystal clear. I love that. Two of Wands, having a strategy. Many of you already do, but I'm a great advocate and I need to remind myself. Sometimes we can start spiritual practices when we're in our 20s and then in our 40s, 50s, 60s. Sometimes they need revisiting and freshening up. Things go stale. So I think making a plan and a strategy of how to work with your inner world more effectively. So the Hermit is also about higher knowledge and deeper knowledge, right? And to acknowledge and understand and actually internalize the world. Remember the old song, We Are the World. We are the world. Oh.
I love it. And you are using your One World Tarot deck that you created.
One World, designed with Sienna Rose
Sienna
Tarot.
Rose,
And
yeah.
we had a wonderful artist, thank you, Alex, who was very patient and a great editor. So you can get One World Tarot in wherever you get tarot. But just make sure if it looks too cheap, if it's $5.99 or something, be very careful because there are pirate copies for all the tarot cards too.
Okay.
So be a bit suspicious about that because they're really good quality card.
Yes, they are.
And I don't want you to get some cheap and nasty thing.
Right. Is it more safe to order them from Amazon, do you think, or no?
You could, or maybe through a better bookshop or something,
Okay.
Barnes and Noble or something might be better.
Okay.
But just be alert whenever you're buying whenever you're buying tarot cards. Just have a good look at the review. If there's misspellings in reviews, any clues to tell you it's a junk copy. So it's not just this deck. But
Okay.
One World comes with a book as well for beginners.
Yes, it's so great. Yeah, the book is wonderful. All right, so We Are the World is your reading, and the first card that I came up with was don't let your imagination run away with you.
Yeah.
You know, stay grounded.
Yes.
Stay very, very grounded, and go outside and play.
Yeah.
Embrace your inner child and play. Do some things that you really
Yes.
want to do.
Yes.
You know, and we went downtown today, and my brother said, well, where, you know, I kept trying to find a place, a health food or vegetarian. He's like, where do you want to go? Where do you want to eat? I was like, well, I want to go to Cabo Cantina. That is it. He goes, well, let's go where you want to go. And they're saying, go where you want to go. Don't focus on the all the icky stuff that's going on.
Yes.
Go play. Go play. Go get yourself a burrito bowl.
Yeah. Totally. Great advice. There we go.
Go play. Go have a picnic. Well, gosh, Lena, gosh, the time just flew by, and I always have so much fun with you. We both read very quickly.
Yes. So we covered a lot of questions.
Once again, we went through the whole entire list.
I'm amazed.
Okay, and anyone that wants to schedule a reading with Lena, you can just email her.
And if you go to my channel, the email's under the video.
Right there. Yeah, and I'll add it in the description.
Great.
Okay. All right.
Thanks for having me, Laurie. It's always a buzz.
It's my pleasure. Yes, it's such a treat to be able to.
And everyone, thanks for tuning in live. Wow.
Yes. Thanks for the donations. Thanks, Patricia Franzino, for typing out the questions. That's such a huge help. All right. Everyone have a great weekend. Go play. And play that song. We Are the World. Our democracy is alive.
Yeah. Thanks to you.
All right, you guys. See you Sunday. When are you going on next, Lena, on your channel? Do you know?
Well, tomorrow. Saturday Night Live, 7 p.m. EST. I'm on with Hogarth and Lady G.
Right.
And then I'll be on a few days later, but I've got lots of collabs coming up now. I'm back from holiday. So I want to come on here again too soon, Laurie, please.
We'll do it. Thank you. All right, you guys, have a great weekend.
Ciao.
Bye.